The Golden Age of Islam saw a flourishing of Islamic science, notably mathematics and astronomy, especially during the 9th and 10th centuries. While Islamic science mostly relied on Hellenistic predecessors, there was also significant input from the Sanskrit scholarly tradition of India, which had seen a period of fruitful development during the Gupta era. History. For the best part of a millennium, from the Seleucid era and through to the Sassanid period, there had been an exchange of scholarship between the Greek, Persian and Indian cultural spheres. The origin of the number 0 and the place value system notably falls into this period. Its early use originates in Indian mathematics of the 5th century, influencing Sassanid-era Persian scholars during the 6th century. The sudden Islamic conquest of Persia in the 640s drove a wedge between the Mediterranean and Indian traditions, but scholarly transfer soon resumed, with translations of both Greek and Sanskrit works into Arabic during the 8th century. This triggered the flourishing of Abbasid-era scholarship centered in Baghdad in the 9th century, and the eventual resumption of transmission to the West via Muslim Spain and Sicily by the 10th century. There was continuing contact between Indian and Perso-Arabic scholarship during the 9th to 11th centuries, while the Muslim conquest of India was temporarily halted. Al-Biruni in the early 11th century traveled widely in India and became an important source of knowledge about India in the Islamic world during that time. With the establishment of the Delhi Sultanate in the 13th century, northern India fell under Perso-Arabic dominance and the native Indian tradition fell into decline, while at and about the same time the Golden Age of Islam of the Arab caliphates gave way to Turco-Mongol dominance, leading to the flourishing of a secondary Golden Age of Turco-Persian literary tradition during the 13th to 16th centuries, exemplified on either side of Timurid Persia by the Ottoman Empire in the west and the Mughal Empire in the east. Astronomy. The mathematical astronomy text Brahma Siddhanta of Brahma Gupta was received in the court of Al-Mansur. It was translated by Al-Fazari into Arabic as Arizona Zij Al-Lisani Al-Arab, popularly called Sindand. This translation was the means by which the Hindu numerals were transmitted from the Sanskrit to the Arabic tradition. According to Al-Biruni, as Sind was under the actual rule of the Caliph Mansur, there came embassies from that part of India to Baghdad, and among them scholars who brought with them 2 books. With the help of these Pandits, Al-Fazari, perhaps also Yaqub ibn Tariq, translated them. Both works have been largely used, and have exercised a great influence. It was on this occasion that the Arabs first became acquainted with the scientific system of astronomy. They learned from Brahma Gupta earlier than Ptolemy. Edward Sackau writes, "It is Brahma Gupta who taught Arabs mathematics before they got acquainted with Greek science." Al-Fazari also translated the Kandaka Jaka of Brahma Gupta. Through the resulting Arabic translations known as Sindand and Arkand, the use of Indian numerals became established in the Islamic world. Mathematics. Much of the Hindu approach to mathematics was certainly conveyed to Western Europe through Arabs. The algebraic method, formerly considered to have been invented by Al-Khwarizmi, can now be seen to stem from Hindu sources, as in the rest of mathematical science. So in trigonometry, were the Arabs pupils of the Hindus and still more of the Greeks, but not without important devices of their own. For over 500 years Arabic writers and others continued to apply to works on arithmetic the name Indian. Another important early treatise that publicized decimal numbers was Iranian mathematician and astronomer Kushar ibn Laban's Kitab fi Usul al-Hisab, al-Hind, a leading arithmetic book. Medical texts. Manka, an Indian physician at the court of Harun al-Rashid, is said to have translated the Sushruta Sanskrit text on medicine into Persian. Al-Raziz al-Hawi of c. 900 is said to contain much Indian knowledge, from texts such as the Susruta Samhita.